And it's called Classics, right? Classic.
Yeah.
Classic what?
Classic hits.
And we went to Brooklyn and they had
We all went to Brooklyn and we had fun with Blade.
Michael and Anthony are signing their autograph.
So,
They were
all right, let me tell the story. You've heard it already.
After that, but how did that come to fruition, a book?
His friend Alan made the book.
His friend Alan, and I guess he's my friend Alan, but he's more Anthony's friend, was a really, really popular graffiti artist. Did some special
Any in
artwork.
Connecticut?
No,
There were
just
no subways. in
subways.
Yeah, never mind.
And you know, that's the new thing. Believe it or not,
Art, it's
graffiti
art.
back then was graffiti. It was just vandalism.
Right.
But
Now it's
today
art.
it's a
It's an
cult. It's a cult following.
Oh, really?
People really, they buy paintings for thousands of dollars
Get
from
out
these
of here,
people.
really?
Yeah, it's really, because now today the subways are clean. There's no more of that. So it's sort of a phenomenon that went on for a while.
We met a waiter in
Period of
California.
time.
He thought he was a god. He was all into
Yeah.
graffiti. Remember that
Hawaii.
young kid?
You know what?
Hawaii,
The kid
yeah.
wrote on my receipt, and I noticed his handwriting looked very nice. So I go, "Wow, your handwriting looks nice." I said, "You got good handwriting." He says, "Oh, I'm a graffiti writer." I go, "In Hawaii?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, I was a graffiti writer in the Bronx." This kid almost wet his pants. Really?
Yeah, because that's where it
So
started.
I said, "Yeah." I said, he says he goes and he grabs a napkin. "You got to do something for me." So I'm, all right.
Mike 17.
Doing a piece, and he's like, "Oh, fucking
You can make money doing that stuff.
I wasn't that popular, but there was some guys that really, really.
Well, he was popular.
So anyway, the story was we were on 233rd Street, and Anthony, myself, and of course
Frankie Amiano.
Why was he always there? Like
So Frankie was the lookout. He was just to watch the stairs for
Couldn't even do
police.
that right, I'm sure. Stupid bastard.
Anthony and I are on the train tracks. We're doing our graffiti. A train comes. Anthony and I climb in between the train, and there's a train in the middle. There's 3 tracks: one north, one south, and one in the middle. How you do graffiti is you write on the train that's in the middle. It's just sitting there on the weekend because there's not enough volume of
use
passengers, so they lay it up in the middle.
Okay.
So Anthony and I were doing our work. Train's coming, so what we did was instead of getting on the platform, we climbed in between the cars of the middle train.
Okay.
So Anthony and I were there, and we looked through the cars onto the southbound side, and I see a guy standing there in a black overcoat. Just bizarre. I mean, it just didn't look like somebody was riding a subway. So I turned to Anthony and I go, "I think that's a detective." So he goes, "What do you want to do?" So we got down anyway. So the detective saw us climbing through the cars, so he went down into the train station and up the northbound side. And there's Frankie Amiano standing at the top of the stairs, supposed to give us a signal or something. Right? Something. Frankie obviously fails the test.
All the time.
This detective comes walking up, me and Anthony are on the track, so where do we go? We got nowhere to go. So we start to run up there's the maintenance platform, like, if you notice in between stations, you'll see people walking, and they maintain the switches and the track and stuff. So we're running up to 238th Street. We're on 233rd. We run to 238th, which is our home station.
But you're on the L now.
We're on
right?
the L, yeah. We get up onto 238th Street. We go to run down the stairs. Cop's there.
Yeah.
He's in 238th, sitting there waiting for us.
Oh, shit.
So what do we do?
Gotta turn around.
Fuck. Turn around, we run back the other way. Get to 233rd,
He's there.
he's there. So he's jumping in a car and he's running back and forth.
Oh my
So
God.
me and my genius ideas, I've heard about that we're able to do this kind of stuff. We stop halfway and I said, "Anthony, let's climb down the beam."
They were going
Which
to
is the
shimmy
pillar.
the
Shimmy the beam. So we do. We climb in between the tracks, and it's this winter. I had on a parka. Anthony had on a winter coat. We climbed down, and we got on this ledge where we were about to climb down the beam, and it was fucking high. At least it seemed high, as a kid.
That's high.
That's high.
You
So
guys did that.
I turned to Anthony and I go, Ed, this is too high. We got to pick another one. So he says, all right, let's go back up. So we went back up through the railroad ties.
Oh my God.
And what happened with me, Anthony gets up. He gets himself up and he's standing there. And instead of me picking the same slot that I went down, I picked a different one. I went up, and my jacket got snagged.
That had to be terrifying.
Like if the zipper was stuck on the wood as I was trying to get up. So I'm like, Anthony, I'm stuck. And he's like, come on. And I'm like, Ant, I'm stuck. And he says, come on, we gotta go. And I look into 233rd Street, which is about 200-300 yards away. And I see a train coming in.
Oh my God.
And now I'm sitting in there, I'm decapitated.
Oh, yeah.
If he doesn't get me out of this, I'm decapitated. And I said, Anthony, there's a fucking train coming. You gotta get me out of this. And
I'm sure you weren't that calm saying it.
I was shitting a brick, man.
Yeah.
His freaking face just went like superhuman.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbed me by the hood. I flew out of that slot, man. I was like,
You almost got decapitated.
Superman coming!
You almost got decapitated.
Where's Frankie's ball?
Frankie went home.
He ran home.
He ran home?
Yeah.
Frankie ran home.
Yeah. So now the cop doesn't know where Anthony and I are. He has no idea. And the train stops in 233rd because they see two people on the tracks, so they stopped. Anthony and I run to 238th, our home station. We run downstairs, there was nobody there. We ran home. We run to Frankie's house. There he is sitting at the kitchen table. What happened to you guys? I warned you guys.
I gave you the whistle.
I clicked my fingers. I
Yeah.
Even that girl on the piece of floating wood, she was trying to. I hated that movie. What the frick was the name of that movie? Titanic. She couldn't move over on that goddamn door. She had the whole friggin' door. She did better than he did. For crying